Good morning, everyone. All of you, have you submitted the assignment? If someone has not submitted, okay, don't hurry and copy and write it. Take time, do it on your own and submit it. Okay. So today we shall see the important problem types that we are going to address, like algorithms. When you are planning to write algorithm, broadly, what are the problems you are going to address? The problems that are available around us. Okay, let's see to study it. Yeah, these are the few problem types which we can see around us, which we can try to address using system or using programming or information technology. You people wrote an algorithm for WhatsApp application. Whether WhatsApp application has whether like while designing WhatsApp application, uh, all these problem types were addressed in WhatsApp. Whether you needed knowledge of all these areas for a WhatsApp application. See, you were asked to design a WhatsApp application. When you are designing a WhatsApp application, whether it has got the features in these areas which you need to address, you have wrote an algorithm, right, for that. So in WhatsApp, you will have any sorting techniques in if you are designing a WhatsApp application, whether sorting techniques are required in that, whether any searching task you need to do in WhatsApp, string processing you need to do in WhatsApp, graph problems were there, whether these things has to be addressed in designing the WhatsApp, yes or no? Like sorting, where the sorting will be used in WhatsApp? Okay, searching, you all know, like if I want to search some name, if I type the name in search bar, it will show the messages from that person. Nowadays, you can search the content of the message also in the WhatsApp. In the main search bar, if you type some word algorithm, it will show in the chat all the chats where algorithm word was used. Algorithm topic was spoken about. All the chats it will show. Is it clear? Any application you take, yeah, contact list will be in the alphabetical order. If you click the contact names, it will not show randomly. Okay, other things, numerical problem, any numerical problem in WhatsApp application, geometric problems, graph problems, string processing. WhatsApp has done any string processing? See, just imagine, okay, a simple WhatsApp application. When I asked you to write the algorithm for that, you just wrote it in one page, max or two page. And when we are digging deep into that, it seems that it is covering all these problem types. Okay, one simple application which we are using on daily basis. Okay, these are the broad areas of problem types. Okay, entire problem types we are classifying it into these broad areas, and it looks like that simple WhatsApp application has covered everything almost. Yes or no? See, that is not a simple application. Okay, if you dig deep into it, while designing it, while writing the code for it, they have kept everything. Everything is inside that. String processing, where string processing happens inside WhatsApp. See, it is happening. Okay, graph problems are being addressed in WhatsApp. Combinatorial problem are also present in WhatsApp. See, all these issues almost they have addressed it. Are you understanding? See, one application means it will be covering so many types. See, that is why, like, when I keep saying these are the basic programs, basic algorithms you should remember, because in future, see, you will not be like in company, they will not ask you to write a binary search program, but they will be doing some task. In that task, inside that, some searching task will be there. At that point, you should be able to know which searching techniques you will be using there. Is it linear search or binary search? Okay. If sorting has to be done in your application, what kind of sorting you'll use? Which is the best sort for that particular problem? These things as a computer, see, people keep asking, like, everyone will do a loose talk. Okay, why they have kept this subject, why that subject, what is the use of some subject, computer organization, what is the use, microcontroller, what is the use of microcontroller in our syllabus, analysis of algorithm, again same algorithms here, what is the use, all these things somewhere or the other way in your career when you are doing some project, you will be making use of these things. See, if you have studied everything, if these things is there in your mind, you will be knowing where what has to be used. Okay, this see, nothing in your syllabus is waste. Okay, everything has got its own role. That is the reason you are it doesn't mean that you have to remember each and everything you have studied here. At least you should know what you are doing, what you are studying. When the time comes, when you are implementing something, at least if you can remember, okay, I have studied this technique can be used here. At least that idea should flash you. Okay. Again, WhatsApp application, as I said, a simple chat application, but it is doing so much of things. Okay. What do you think? Only these are the problem areas, or few other problem areas are there which is not included here? See, when we are talking about programming, only these are the problem areas which we are covering, which we have to cover, or few other areas are there which are not mentioned here? What do you think? Are these the major areas? Any other major areas that is missed here? Okay. Just look around you. Okay, the things you are using, the applications you are using, what each and every application does. Inside that application, what is going on? As with the time continues, with the progression of this subject, if any problem types you think that is not covered here, you just give me the answer. Okay, I'm not asking now only what other problem areas are missed here. Anyhow, in textbook it is there only this much. For syllabus also this is fine, but these are the only, like, these are not only the problem areas, there are many other areas which have to be addressed, which is not given here. Okay, identify those areas. A lot of things are there. Okay, this is like only few problem areas which they are trying to address using programming. Few more areas are there. I want you to identify those things. Okay, around you itself, you are like you people use these things, applications so much. So when you see each and every application, just think, see, when you are using Instagram, think of it, each and every feature, what it is doing, inside what program they might have written, what logic they might have written. Okay, Amazon, Flipkart, those are the very wonderful applications. They have designed it like anything. Okay, it looks very simple like Amazon, Flipkart and all, but in the background, lot of code, lot of things are running. Okay, when you come to Amazon and Flipkart, they have addressed all these issues are included there. Along with these things, few more things are there which they have addressed. Okay, they are one complete system, if you can say. Like nowadays, in Amazon, they have included payments also. Okay, it is just one app which has got everything. Yeah, correct. One guy has replied one more, he has identified one more area which is not covered here. True. That is also a major problem area. Okay. Uh, See, think, okay. As an engineer, see, that makes engineers different from others. Like everyone says, BCom guy or a BSc, even high school students can do programming. How you are different? How engineers are different is engineers can think like no other individuals. Okay, we as an engineer, that makes us different from other people. Okay, the way we think, no other uh, students or no other branch people can think in that way. Okay, engineers are special, trust me. That you will realize once you know your value. Okay, so think, always keep thinking. Okay, what is going around you, uh, how you can address certain things using the knowledge you have or using the subjects you have studied. Okay, that makes one application. The thinking and solution makes one application. See, WhatsApp was designed based on that itself. Before WhatsApp, there was only SMS service, and for in SMS, major drawback was multimedia sharing was not possible, and WhatsApp made it possible. Okay, sharing multimedia things. We were using email only for sharing. Okay, then WhatsApp came, it changed everything. So you should always think of such kind of alternate application for the daily things. Okay, something is there which is not like completely perfect, which you can redesign in a better way. Okay, yeah, correct. One more answer came. That's also right. So these are the few major problem areas, not the final problem areas, just the problem areas that are there in the textbook. See, however, like broadly we discuss, but we should always stick to the syllabus. Okay, ultimately, like we should not go beyond the syllabus. Your scoring is also important, so we shall always stick to the syllabus. So these are the things which are mentioned in the syllabus, and in few papers I have seen this question also. What are the important problem areas? Okay, 5 marks, 6 marks question. See, write down these areas. Few other areas you can include in your answer. These kind of questions you should never miss. Okay, simple thing. Sorting. What is sorting? List is there. We have to sort it either in ascending or descending order, decreasing or increasing. Sorting can be done on numbers, characters, strings, records. Okay, it can be done for anything. One more thing they say is sorting algorithm should be stable. So it should be stable means what does that mean? A sorting algorithm is is called stable if it preserves the relative order of any two equal elements in the input. So what does that mean? What do you understand by that? See, it says that your algorithm is stable if it maintains the relative order of two equal items. Assume that at I and jth position, ABC, two strings are there. If I ask you to sort in ascending order, what you will do? See, ABC, two are same equal string. Okay, so one is at I position and another is at jth position. So when I apply sorting on this, there is no need of sorting here because both are equal. Your sorting algorithm should not put jth element to the ith place and ith to the jth place. Okay, if it does that to equal items, simply it is replacing the places, positions. Are you understanding? So if it doesn't do that, then we can say that your sorting algorithm is stable. See, that is very important. Very important means very important. Because if 50 such elements are there, swapping those 50 elements will consume a lot of time. So these are the certain small things which you should keep in mind when you are doing programming or when you are building the application. Okay. And sorting should not consume some extra memory. Okay, if you're sorting an array, you should not take some other array to do the sorting and all. Space, time, we will be always thinking about these things. Okay, major, see, on each and every area types, there are algorithms which we'll be studying from the next module. Okay, so I'm just giving this introduction, sorting, searching, all these things you already know. On each of these topics, we will be discussing 2 or 3 algorithms in the upcoming modules. Okay, it's not over here. Just a major problem types and the approach and the algorithms that are already available here. Searching a key element in the given list. You know this search. String processing. See, nowadays, again, it's a very big task, string processing. String is a sequence of characters. Okay, it may be a number, letter, special character, space. All these things, we call it as a combination of all these things, we call it as strings. Okay, string matching, substring finding, all these things, very major issues. Okay, graph problems. A graph is a collection of points called vertices, some of which are connected with a line segment. We call it as edge. Yeah, so many graph problems. Again, very major graph problems are there. We will be discussing those things. Okay, graph, traversal, shortest path algorithm, topological sort, and one more thing is traveling salesman problem, graph coloring problem. Okay, these are the areas inside this graph problem. Combinatorial problems, these are problems that ask explicitly or implicitly to find combinatorial objects such as permutation, combination. Okay, in WhatsApp, do you think they have addressed this issue, whether any this issue arises in WhatsApp application or in any chat application? Combinatorial problem. What do you understand by that? Whether it has been addressed in WhatsApp, in any chat application? Do you need to address this problem? Okay. Usually combinatorial problems are very complex problems. It needs like a lot of processing to solve these problems. Okay, traveling salesman problem, graph coloring, they are again examples for combinatorial problems also. We shall see these things. Geometric problems. Okay, these deals with geometric objects such as point, lines, and polygons. Okay, you know that. And these are the algorithms used in computer graphics, robotics. Okay. Convexal problems also come under this category. Numerical problems, yeah, maths, numerical problems involve mathematical equation, system of equations, evaluating functions. Okay, this is again one of the most basic areas. All right. So some fundamental data structures which we'll use here. Okay, list, array, linked list, string, stack, queue, priority queue, graph, tree. Okay, set and dictionary. Any other data structure which I have not mentioned here, or which is there, which has been introduced new to the programming world, which is not here. See, these are the data structure everyone knows. Okay, you have studied one subject itself, data structure, last semester. You have studied all these things in detail. And array is one such thing. From first semester, you are using array in all the programs. Okay, you know what is an array. Linked list you have studied last semester, stack, queue, priority queue, graph, everything you know. Any other data structure which is not mentioned here and which we like, okay, if you like know some advanced areas in IT, you will be knowing about that data structure. Set a dictionary also, you might have not come across that thing. Yeah, forest is nothing but the collection of trees. Any other data structure, which is like not basic, but data frames. Have you heard of data frames? Data frame, anyone? Okay, list. Have you heard of list? Data structure list. No, right? Okay, in Python, you will be hearing these words: list, data frame, and all. Just remember again, few more data structures that have been introduced recently. Okay, we can call these things as linear data structure: array, string, linked list, stack. See, in every problem, when it comes to data handling, it is up to you which data structure you are going to use. Based on that particular type of problem, you may decide to use linked list or tree or stack or queue. See, it is not compulsory that you have to make use of that particular data structure itself. For each and every problem, you should think and decide which data set, structure will suit that problem. Okay. Always keep these things in mind. Simply don't pick any particular data structure. Okay. Array we have to use in most of the programs. That's fine. But when it comes to stack, queue, and linked list, you should have the idea when we are using which data structure. Okay. Can anyone give me a real-time example where linked list might have been used? Any application or any program where they are using linked list in the real world? Stack. So much you study about stack and queue. In any real-time application, can you imagine where stack is used? See, when you are studying computer organization and microcontroller, there one of the major application is there. Okay, major part where we are going to use the stack. Okay, if possible, when you are studying those subjects, just think of that. Okay, stack, where it is used. Very one major place is there where we have to use the stack only. Okay, no other things will use. We'll use stack itself at that point for that one particular operation. Okay, you should, like as I said, remember these things, because when you are building an application to store contacts, what you are going to use, linked list. Okay, think that from that point of view. Yeah, stack. One person has given the answer correct. That is where we use stack. Okay, USN 70, USN 69. Okay, stack. Yeah, correct. See, correct. Yes, correct. See, if you have this much of basic knowledge, it's really good. Okay. Always, whatever you are studying, you should ask one question: where we are going to use it. Simply don't study any subject. When you are studying it, just think one moment where I can use it, where I can apply it. Okay, whatever knowledge you are gaining, it will be applicable somewhere in future. You ask that question now itself, because it will sit in your memory where you can possibly make use of this concept. Okay, stack is very important thing. Okay, at lot of places stack will be used. See, you will remember these things when you start working in the company. Okay, when you are doing or building some application, there when you will make use of stack, at that point you'll be very happy. Okay, now I got to understand where stack is used. Okay, most of the students, what they will say is, when we were studying, we never knew this is the application of stack. But when you start working, when you started using in the real world, then you'll understand what is the importance of these data structures. Okay, no one has given me example for linked list. All are giving me examples for stack. Okay, correct. See, one more thing is not here. Okay, let me come to that. Yeah, graph, trees. Graph, like graph has got vertices and they are connected with something called as edges. Okay, undirected, directed loop. Lot of things are there in the graph. Okay, see, undirected graph and directed graph. I hope all of you have studied DMS module and you have enough knowledge about graph, because we will be using graph for most of our problems in algorithms. Okay, I'm just hoping that everyone knows the difference between directed, undirected graph, cycle, path, all those things, acyclic graph. Because anyhow, when we are doing or solving the problems, I will explain again. But if it is already known to you, it will be even easier or better. You can understand it even better. Okay, linked list is used to implement stack. Yeah, weighted graph. Okay, a graph G with added property that the edges between nodes is assigned. Okay, when we say weighted graph, see, from A to B there is an edge, and I have given a score for that, 5. See, this is a simple graph. There is no weight between A, C, A, D, D. But here I'm calling this as a weighted graph. Okay, weighted graph means A to B. Okay, I have given some value 5 here. This weight may represent cost, distance, time. It may be anything. It depends on our problem. Okay, weighted graphs. I guess you have not come across this graph before in DMS, but one of the important graphs, we'll be using this knowledge here. For this graph, this is the matrix. Okay, weighted graph, and for that weighted matrix. So you can see here ABCD is there, column ABCD rows are there. A to A there is no edge, so we'll mark it as infinite. A to B value is 5. A to C edge is there, value is 1. A to D there is no path, so we'll put it as infinite. See, anyone like, do you people know these things or not? Yes or no first? Okay, weighted graph and its equivalent matrix, how to write the matrix. Okay, fine. Then I will not waste my time explaining these things. You should know these things, okay? Because when we are doing the problems and all, I will simply write these things and you should be in a position to understand these things. See, A to A infinite, that means there is no path between, loop is not there. There is no edge for A to A. How to, if you are storing these values in computer, okay, obviously I will take a 2-dimensional array and I will store these values. For infinite, what I have to store? This infinite, how I am going to store infinite in the data structure array? See, A to B 5, I can assign the value 5. A to C 1. Again, A to D infinite is there. How to store this infinite? Is there any variable called as infinite in C or Java? See, null means, are you going to insert 0? Infinite variable is there. Null. Can it be a null value? You cannot give blank here. Blank means I don't know. It is kind of thing. Or are you going to put 0? 0 is also not meaningful. See, 0 means you are assigning a weight 0. It is not saying that there is no path here. So what value will assign here? Okay, just remember this question. You'll have to address this thing when you are doing the programming. Okay, this situation will occur when we do certain program. There you tell me what it should be. Yeah, correct. Okay, path. A path from vertex U and V of a graph exists if there exists a adjacent edge. Simple length of the path. Okay, these things you know. Connected. If two vertices have the path, we can say it as connected. Cycle. A simple path of non-zero length that starts and ends with same vertex. That we call it as a cycle. A graph with no cycle. Acyclic graph. Okay, trees. Again, very important topic. Okay, a real world example where tree has been used or where you can use tree in some real world. Can anyone give me an example? Google search engine, database management, trees, where trees can be used in real world. GPS. See, whatever answer you are giving, no, just think of those answers. Is it really they are using tree for that or some other technique? Okay, is it correct or not your answer? File organization, searching data in memory, file organization. Okay, tree is nothing but a connected acyclic graph. Okay, forest is nothing but it's collection of trees. Okay, this is a tree and this is forest. It consists of 2 or more trees. And again, acyclic. Tree is acyclic. Okay, there should not be any cycle in the trees. And properties of tree, number of edges is equal to, always it should be 1 minus vertex. Vertex minus total number of vertices minus 1. This property has to be satisfied if it is a tree. A rooted tree. Okay, a tree which has got the root node. That we call it as rooted tree. And these are the few terminologies which will come in rooted tree: ancestors, children, siblings, parents, descendants, leaf nodes. All of you have heard about these things, right? Ancestors, children, siblings, parents. See, all these things you have studied. Can we call this as a tree? Can you call this diagram as a tree? Is it a tree or not? This diagram. This diagram, is it a tree or not? First, see, what is the definition of a tree? Tree should be an acyclic graph. So there is no cycles here. And main property, number of edges should be equal to vertex minus 1. All the vertices minus 1. Okay, so this is a tree. This is a tree. See, all of you mark your attendance first. You have only 40 seconds. Mark your attendance first. And what is the depth of a tree? Depth of height. Depth means depth of vertex V is the length of simple path from the root to V. That is the depth. Height means height of the tree is the longest path from root to the deepest leaf node. That is the height. See, height, depth, there is a difference and you should know that. So binary tree. See, Binary tree, when we can call it as a binary tree, a tree as a binary tree. Okay, it should only always, it should have only two children, that is left and right. Then we can call it as binary tree. Two child nodes, yes.